Alright, after the silent repair video of how to fix your, replace a switch in your power strip, we'll put that aside. Today, we have the dead cooling fan motor from a, either from a Pontiac or a Saturn. I'm not sure which. In fact, we have two dead motors. Yeah, that was fun. Yeah, I think this one is from a Saturn. And, yeah, I think this one's from a Saturn. This is from a Pontiac. They're not the original motors. They're not from GM either. They're certainly aftermarket motors. Sorry about that. And they're both bad. We're not going to try to fix these. We're going to take a look inside, see what's wrong, or what may have happened, and then we're going to take the magnets out and save them, and the rest goes into recycling. And let's see, to show that the motors do not work, I have my handy alligator clips and a lovely battery. So, let's grab the there we go. And we'll see. Now watch this one work. Whoa, there we go. Alright, so that's interesting. Oh, I know what it is, why I had to change this one. It is pulling high amps. I believe that's what the issue was. Let's see if I can strap it under my arm here. Huh, spins up pretty good. Let's try. Yeah, alright. That's interesting. Oh, I smell it already. Yes, this one was intermittently blowing the fuse. There's something. This one should be interesting. Yeah, we should have some interesting things in that one. Let's see this one here. Let's see what it does. The reason I changed this one is it wasn't turning at all. Let's see if that's still the case. Oh, a twofer. But notice how much. Oh, that's interesting. Look at this. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. Okay. Well, that is interesting. It has a dead spot. Oh, cute. So, that's interesting. In the car, I didn't try spinning it because losing fingers, if it were to start, not fun. Well, don't lose fingers, but it does bang the crap out of them when that blade hits them. Oh, that is interesting. So this one has a dead spot in it. Both of these are going to be rather interesting investigations. Let's see, how do we get these guys apart? This looks like 3 rivets. 3 rivets. 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one has 4. Oh, this one does 2. Alright. Let me go drill these out, and yeah, let's take a look inside and see if we can spot the failure mode. Oh, that didn't take long at all. Two motors, rivets drilled out, so we can take a look and see what is going on. We'll set this guy aside for a moment. Go ahead and pull this open. The lovely thing about things with very powerful magnets is, yeah, the drilling shavings stick to it and then get stuck in your fingers. Let's see if I can pull this apart. Wow! Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty strong. That's pretty strong. Let's see which vehicle I think this one came out of. I think this was that old Saturn of mine, which traded in some time ago now. Yeah, so far. No, this one, no, this is the Pontiac. Yeah, okay, this one didn't last very long. You can see how the windings look kind of dark. Okay, I'll need a magnet to clean my fingers out. Not sure if it's going to show up in the cameras. In the camera, that this winding over here seems darker than the other side. But I really think this one here, the brushes were skipping. Because it would turn. The last time I saw it work was it turned real slow, which I unfortunately didn't pay much attention to, and the car overheated during a emission test. At least it didn't. Well, it didn't run out of coolant. It had plenty of coolant. It just whistled like a tea kettle at the very end as the reservoir filled up. Sure you can see in there. Looks like the brushes are still intact. So it wasn't. Yeah, there's quite a bit of wear left. I'll go ahead and see if I can separate that. You'll note that there's, they make it, if you wanted to change the brushes, yeah, you're not going to get to do that. In fact, I don't think I'm going to get to take it apart much further. Well, that's somewhat disappointing. Alright, let's take a look and see how this compares to the other motor. We're definitely going to pull those magnets out. I got all kinds of uses for powerful magnets. Alright, let's... Similar proposition here. Ooh. That's real different. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely the Saturn. So I know that one was in there much longer. The other one had prematurely failed. Oh wow. I'm not sure if you can see that in there, but those brushes are not extending very well to the, yeah, the springs are very weak. And more interestingly, we have a winding looks like it's been getting cooked. Now this one is one that blew a fuse, yeah, especially right in here, where it turns to go into that valley. There's definitely some burning on the winding. Oh, especially in here. This is actually white. Not sure if that's going to show up in there. So yeah, this one blew the fuse in the cooling circuit. It was pretty much the only thing it could be. I wonder if I could pound that out. Yeah. See if I can get a closer look here. couple things to notice. There's quite a bit of a ridge here on the brush where on the commutator where the brush has been riding. So they certainly have worn down the brushes quite a bit. And yeah, but that's it. This motor's shot. Could probably gotten, well, no, with the burnt windings, this one, there's something else going on. There's probably some damage to the armature. So, alright, we're done with that. Let's take a look at this one again. You'll notice in this one, you can tell this is a much younger motor. There's not, and there's some discoloration here on the commutator, but that's not terribly surprising. A little more light in here. This was a much younger motor. You can tell from the brushes haven't worn down the commutator much. Let's just rotate this through and see if we see anything burned at the commutator segment. No, don't see anything burned. So, yeah, it looks like the armature on this one's fine. I'm not sure how much brush there was originally, but that looks to me like it's making pretty good contact on both sides. Let's see. Nothing loose there. Nothing loose there. Let's see. Now, that's of interest. See, there's some discoloration here with some corrosion. So it definitely got hot. Let's see if I can release that pin. Oh, I might be able to. Alright, let's see what we got here. Well, I still don't think it's enough to stop the fan from working, but yeah, it's definitely pulling enough current to get this heated up. Well, that's a look at two failed motors. One motor definitely has commutator issues and brush issues. This one, the brushes are riding on the commutator pretty well. You can see that the bearing on this is pretty good as well because it's not flopping around like the other one was. So this is really odd that I had trouble with this one. But I don't think those brushes are pressing that hard. Yeah. See if we can see. Well, looks like there's a gap between the brush and the commutator. There's quite a bit of blackening of the commutator as well. So it's probably been arcing to it for a while. Well, that's it. I'm not going to go any further than that. Let's bring some more